Hey everybody, welcome back here. It's September 1st, 2023. It's been several weeks since the fires that hit Lahaina and Kula of Maui. I don't know, I don't know how to do this video. I want to get this video out because it's something I don't know what to do with my life anymore sometimes. And it's been very frustrating when you have the rich saying donate. And I go to the store at Safeway and they say, please donate. And I'm like, everybody on this fucking island is affected. Everybody in the state is affected by this. There's a lot of restaurants in here that require, food and fishing and all that stuff from the out of state and from the state. And like it's Oprah Winfrey has bought a shit ton of land over the past 20 years on Maui. And she's like, hey, let me start up this program, the People's Fund of Maui. It doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter how much money you have. You could show photos of people being hurt and all over and people praying and all that stuff, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't fucking matter. We could put infinite amount of money in here, but the thing is, at the end of the day, we need people to fucking come here and stay here, and it's not happening, and we have no idea when this will be. So we're just gonna let's see.
Messages about we are crushing the local economy.
Yeah, this local economy is being crushed. It's fucking bad. I did a video. My last video was please come to Maui for the love of God. And of course, at that time, a lot of the rich people and some of the locals saying, please don't come to Maui. It's yeah, cool. Let me just shoot myself in the head. And then, the other part of the brain is hey guys, we're kind of starving here because the only industry we have is tourism. We used to have large parts of agriculture. All this used to be agriculture, but it's now going to be it's still zoned for agriculture. So there is agriculture on here, but it is trees, which is it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's going to take years and years for them to be profitable and all that. We got coffee, we got lemons and limes, and all sorts of other things. This area right here has only been recently planted, and it's not all of it. About 50% of it is still vacant land. So it's just it's just So what she's doing right here is the same thing that happened. I actually made a video about this last week, and I'm just was not happy with it. And it's whatever. But now I'm just I don't know what I'm fucking doing anymore. So what's going on is all this area. So it's thousands of square acres of land. It's just cars for all the people that have from here and here. It's all just cars for the tourists that have left. The estimate says 40,000 people evacuated. It's 40,000 tourists left the island. That is not people that live here. People that live here have nowhere else to fucking go, so they have to stay here, and that's how that things. And so it's just been a lot of statistics of oh my god, 11,000 people have registered for FEMA, for the West Maui fires, not wind damage, fires. And a lot of people were affected by the wind. So again, the fire in Kula was also started by a power line. I don't care about hey, the power company fucked up. It's it doesn't matter. The wind knocked down the power lines, started a fire, caused the fire, and then it burned 18 houses. And to this day, I still do not have potable drinking water. That's what they say. The tests say they don't they didn't find anything, but there's still stations across the town that you need to get water. There, of course, there's not enough for everybody because it's only a little bit, because that's all they have. But it just, I'm very lucky that I live kind of by myself and don't eat a lot. You could easily, if you weren't prepared, you could easily lose thousands of dollars worth of food. And it's just like, oh, cool. What am I supposed? Or not really thousands, maybe hundreds of dollars. Because like if you have the bucket freezer, that would have been fine. But a refrigerator, that stuff is gone. You got to throw that stuff away if it's not good. So I tried applying for FEMA, and I asked them the question: is wind affected by this? And they said no. And it's just like, well, maybe down the road. So my neighbor, he spent $500 to get his roof repaired. That's $500. Like that's still a lot of money. You could do a lot with $500. No, not on Maui, but still, it's just money now they don't have. And they have insurance and all that stuff, but it's just like, how many people were affected by that? How many people had trees like down the road? A massive evergreen that was like 100 feet tall landed on somebody's driveway, so they had to hire somebody to yank that stuff out and clear it out. I had a tree that fell down. I had a neighbor cut it down, and I called somebody to pick it up and clean it. It cost me $400 to just to have them clear it. So like, what the hell, man? Like, it would have been really nice, I don't know. I do need to get homeowners insurance and all that, but it's weird. Oh fuck. But then, we have.
My name is Hokulani Ho, and my family.
Okay, is there closed captioning?
Interact with each other.
Just opened up in a way that we've never experienced before.
So it is how we.
So this is at the Maui Arts and Culture Center. I know exactly where this is. It's right here. Boom, boom. Enhance. They were right here, which it's very nice. I don't know why they're here, but they're here because this is a great place to have a conversation, because everywhere else it's a dump. Like there's probably homeless in here. There's homeless here. There's homeless in here. And so it's a nice spot to have a conversation, but I don't know. It's a little bit tone deaf.
Love one another. That shows through in everyone.
And I know The Rock, I call him The Rock because I loved them in WWE. I still like him. I still like Black Adam. I thought Black Adam was a fun movie. And I don't like Oprah.
We just finished one of several meetings because we've been meeting with community leaders, our Kapuno, for the past couple of weeks. And
Am I going to get copyright claimed on this? Yeah, whatever. But the thing is that they're starting up the People's Fund of Maui, which is like, hey, this is cool and all, and I feel like even with infinite money, it's still not enough. I wish they would just do something for the actual community instead of just give money, because at the end of the day, no matter how much these millionaires make and put into that, they will get a tax write-off too. It's a tax write-off, and so they will inevitably make money on that, but who cares? The more efficacy of them donating money. I just wish like they would put more effort into, hey, like just throw money at the places that need to be, and just like, hey, what can I do? Hey, I got generators. Can I do something with that? Can I do something like that? Because she has this area right here. This is where she lives, all 2,000 acres of this, and growing. And she has a road. Is it? I'm only speculating. I've only heard rumors, but she owns this area, and then there's this road right here connecting Kihei to Maui. And it would be nice if this was like paved and all that stuff. So, because a lot of people live here, a lot of people work here, and it would also like ease traffic for tourists too, going to Hana. Like if you live in Wailea, which is about, I would say 50% of the people that kind of go to go to Maui. It's a 30-minute trip to Kahului, and then from there you can go to Hana or you can go to Upcountry, and it's and then Haleakala and watch the sunset or sunrise. But it would be cool if it was here, like a direct route. Like the layout of this island is really bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. But I wish, goddamn, I wish they just do more, like do something more instead of donating. But I don't apply for this because, again, let's see here, who applies? Wildfires. It's always that, and it's just like the wind caused the fires. The fires is going to cause a recession on the island. We're losing $9 million a year, or a day, and they want to put $2.6 million for a recovery of Maui and for the rest of the state too, which is also being affected indirectly because there's a lot of restaurants here. There's a lot of restaurants in here. There's a lot of restaurants in here, and a lot of restaurants here. There's a lot of really good restaurants over here, and they have to close, like the Four Seasons. My neighbor actually deals with the Four Seasons. I work with the Four Seasons and Hotel Wailea. I don't know if you've heard of that. And so if we cannot go out because they don't have any people, they lie off people. So my neighbor told me, who has a driver that works at the Four Seasons, let me see, Enhance. We got the Fremont Hotel Wailea right here. But the thing is there it is. We fully never recovered from COVID too. Another estimate is about 10,000 people have left the island from COVID because there is just nothing here. Everything was too expensive. And so that's, that whole too expensive thing is, let's say who's a big person that lives here? That's right. Oprah Winfrey lives here. Oprah Winfrey lives here. And because of people like her, housing is a fucking mess over here. And so people have to leave the island. And people are already leaving the island. One of my ex-employees is now moving to Kona. And there's going to be an exodus again of people leaving the island and never coming back. Four Seasons, which is one of the top hotels in the world, they never fully restaffed up for, 2022 was a good year because everybody came back and they never hired 100%. They never got full efficiency. So at a certain point, they were like, people were probably working overtime and stuff just to make ends meet at Four Seasons. So yeah. It's and they're already, shifting people around, and a lot of people. It just. I'm putting all my employees. We have dry dock where we're taking the boat out of the water. This was scheduled like months ago. And then once we get back, everybody has to go on unemployment. And I have no idea when we'll be back because unlike COVID, a switch happened. The state said, hey, you can come here. Everybody started making flights because you couldn't go anywhere. But now you can go to other places. So I'm going to break this up into 2 videos because we're running a little bit long. And I want to focus on, I just noticed that the update for the satellite photo is up. So it's just, I don't care about the money. I don't care the efficacy of a millionaire starting a donation thing and telling other people to donate. I don't care about that. Like that's like, I go to Safeway and I get to say Maui Relief. I'm like, every single human being on this island is affected by the fires itself. No one on this island should be donating to that, except if you have millions of dollars. And of course they have millions of dollars and they're doing their own thing, which is perfectly fine. But it's hard to parse. Like it's hard to parse. But I just want to let everybody know that I'm okay. And I don't know a lot about people. I don't know about the mental health on this island too. After COVID, I feel like mental health kind of declined, and then it's going to decline again. I've heard, I'm going to be okay. I don't know what's going to happen to a lot of people, and the main thing is, if you know anybody, again, please come to Maui for vacation. Please get that word out. You can stay here. There's tons of things to do and all that. So please come to Maui. Anyways, Thanks for watching. Bye.